As we head toward the 20th anniversary of the deadly Hurricane Katrina, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops is asking the faithful to remember those lives lost and the families who were impacted forever. Around 1,400 people died in that storm, and its 100 to 140-mile-per-hour winds. 200,000 homes flooded, and many people who relocated to safer locations never returned. The city's St. Louis Cathedral hosted an interfaith service today. Tomorrow is a Mass at Our Lady of Prompt Succor, a beloved shrine just a few miles outside the city. EWTN's Catherine Hadro recently spoke with a deacon in New Orleans for more information on the Mass and life after Katrina.
For more, we turn now to Deacon Craig Taffaro from the Archdiocese of New Orleans. Deacon, thank you so much for joining us. First off, be assured of our prayers for the entire Archdiocese this week. What do you remember about Hurricane Katrina, and especially how it impacted Our Lady of Lourdes Church, your home parish, which is about 13 miles outside of New Orleans?
Well, in the parish of St. Bernard, the civil parish of St. Bernard, we were considered to be ground zero, and it really was quite a surreal experience because as I recall, the devastation happened in phases, so to speak. As the winds came through and we thought we were going to make it, then really the crux of the damage started as levees broke and water started to build up. Really, in a matter of minutes, we went from having virtually no water to multiple feet of water until it actually settled at about 15 feet in most areas.
And tell us about your role in Hurricane Katrina. I understand your background is as a psychologist. Is that right? How did the hurricane impact the city and the faithful from that psychological standpoint?
Well, the main impact was there were no safety nets for so many families because so many members of St. Bernard Parish and the region as a whole really depended on each other and living in a matter of miles from each other. And when the region as a whole was devastated, we really had nowhere to turn. And so as I was on the ground, my own family would, after 3 days, was trying to reach us and ask, okay, what is the situation? And when we would say there's nothing unimpacted, everything has been damaged, people couldn't wrap their heads around that an entire community in 1 day's time went from completely operational to completely devastated.
Wow. Can you share that experience 20 years ago? Did that lead you to grow even more deeply into your faith and ultimately to become a permanent deacon?
Catherine, I'll tell you one of the particular memories, because 20 years later, we all have our adjustments and how we remember things. But one of the particular aspects of this entire situation was the night of the storm. The water had come in. We had gone out into the community in boats and skiffs and anything that we could get our hands on to do search and rescue. And we're on top of the government building that night. No electricity, obviously, no sounds, completely dark. And it was one of the most beautiful skies that I've ever seen. And that moment really resonated for me because it was in my own journey a confirmation that our Lord and our God is bigger than it all, and that He was showing us there is great beauty to be achieved here if we were just to rely on Him and not ourselves.
Wow, well said. And finally, Deacon, tell us more about Friday's Mass at Our Lady of Prompt Succor, and why did the Archdiocese choose that specific location?
Well, as I said, ground zero in St. Bernard Parish and Our Lady of Prompt Succor, although it was one of the highest ridges in the parish, still had water. I remember the water coming up just to the feet of the statue of our Blessed Mother and went no further. So it's the central location of our faith and our worship within our community. The Archbishop Gregory Amen has been so generous to come down and celebrate this Mass. And it really is a moment in time to say we have gotten through some of the most difficult times, and it's time to put that into perspective. That no challenge in our lifetime and no challenge that we face here is greater than the love and the mercy that God will offer. And that's the message that we want to send on Friday's Mass, is that Katrina was a difficult moment, but the love of the Lord is so much greater.
The resilience is quite the testament. Deacon Craig Taffaro from the Archdiocese of New Orleans, thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. God bless.